Morning, everybody. Greetings, screeners. This is Check It If Collected Show with your host, JR Rail Network. Today, we are going to be checking out Erector Gears of War. I think the Centaur is the name, if I'm not pronounced the Centaur name, if I'm not pronounced it correctly. I hope so. I'm not exactly sure. It's 125 piece set, as you can see right in front of you. We do not have the box, so we just go ahead and hop into this. All right, screeners, this set is actually pretty nice, or half nice, I should say. I'm going to stop this for a second. I got it right on first shot and everything. Can I zoom out? Do I have room to zoom out? No. Okay, whatever. Saw this set, and I actually picked this up at a store that was actually trying to get rid of them. I bought this literally for just under $3, and I was super excited because one, excuse me, I've never seen them before, and two, and I've heard of them, I think, a few years back, but me actually seeing it, actually have right there in my hands, I was like, yo, this is great. I don't have to order it offline, it's whatever, so I'm happy about that. But let's go and hop into it and look at this figure itself, or set itself. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. I should have said that on the stack down figures, and now I'm saying it on this. Anyways, yes. So this figure, this set comes with 4 figurines. Yeah, I got it right. Figurines, and as you can see, you have Marcus, and you also have Gus there. So and you have these little 2 Locust figures. Now, as you can see, them standing up, some size and height comparison right next to them. Hope they don't start to fight. And how they stand up, they don't stand up very well, because they really don't really have they're actually literally leaning on each other, if you can actually see that. But you can see that compared to the size of the vehicle to the figurines. I like that. I love that. I think that is spot on. Awesome savagery. Yes. So that is what it is. So let's go and tackle the vehicle first before we get into the figurines. You guys can just lay down here to the side there, move. The figurine articulation on it, I think, is spot on, great, with some not so great stuff. But we'll get into that in just a second. Right here, it does have rubber wheels. They're actually full rubber wheels. They're huge, large tires, which is great. And from the game, as you can see, right here in the articulation department, it does spin around. That's a full 360 degree. And then right here, as far as the gun itself, it's got on a huge, strong ratchet. I love that. I think that is great. And on the top here, you get a little light, the little spotlight, turns around, spins. Of course, it's 360 degree. You have the little antennas here that actually move just a little bit, like actual game things and stuff, as you can see if you're watching it. You can see in the game. And also you got the front here with the front bumper, which I love that. I just love the whole shield is whatever. I don't know how they're gonna drive this thing without looking outside. Maybe I missed something in the game. I haven't played in a while, so whatever. On top of that, that's just it. So we're gonna hop right into the pros and cons about this thing. The pros up first is that I love the way the ratchet is really strong on the blaster. I love that it's kind of left open to kind of do what you want to them. I don't know if I would touch or do anything with it, but I do just love how it's massive tires on it. I love how you can see the actual pieces exposed of the little silverware and how the contrast is with the on the black or grayish, whatever have you say about this. And I just think it is. I just really love this vehicle. I really do. I mean, it's just great to me. Cons, and they do have its cons. I really wish this was deeper. It's not, but I really wish it was. Reason being is because once you put the figurine down in there, they stop. I mean, they don't go no further than that. And I'm pretty sure if I'm remembering the game, they go all the way down. The feet go down, so they could have bore that out or made the screw deeper. Because again, the Allen wrench they give you is long enough. But anyways, and also I wish this could actually detach and come up, so you actually can have them a place to set them in there. I mean, again, to expose a little bit more, to have them kind of sitting there and to be whatever. Yes, it's a tank vehicle / monster truck, but I really wish that was there. I mean, that's just something I wish. I wish they would have been a little bit more, even if it wasn't probably in the game, but these little gas tanks here on the side, I wish that was a little bit more. I mean, I could paint it and do some things to it. I was figuring just fell in the back, whatever. We're just going to keep this going. And that's pretty much about it. Also, add the stickers. I wish there was actually indentation about them, or maybe little silver dots or something to kind of work more with the articulations. But it's an Erector set, and this is doing what it's doing about this. It's more about this and less about these, and I do mean less about these. All right, that's enough of that vehicle. Move to the side. Hope it doesn't tip that up. Anyways, here are the figurines itself. There's Gus, and you have Marcus over here. And I mean, I do like how they did their attempt about making their faces. I mean, it actually looks like them, which I think that's great. That's awesome. So big ups to the engineering department design at Erector. Okay, now let's get into the articulations. Their heads do swivel, but the armor does block it. So I mean, I guess that's a little bit something that you can see inside the game, but it's whatever and stuff. Maybe it's kind of like that they're kind of limited. They have to turn all the way around when they actually have to fire or whatever. But anyways, the arms do bend, but that's as far as you get. You're not getting more than that. I'm serious. You are done. You are not getting anything else from that. The legs themselves can bend down. The legs do actually move, got a little bit of motions on them and stuff. They work better than the arms do, I can tell you that. And also you have this where they can turn all the way around. They can do like a little kick and stuff. But again, this is the heavy armor, so again, it works with them. And I do love this little gun, the weapon. You know, I just like the way they look. I forgot the name of them, but you know, it's, you know, whatever. I think the last thing I remember is the boom shot, which they don't have the boom shot. So we're just going to muscle out that at this moment. Whatever and stuff. And just looking at the Locust figures here, these are guns. These are little blasters or guns or whatever you want to call them and stuff. Whatever I got, or maybe that's a flamethrower, I'm not sure. I got from a Mega Bloks True Legend set, if I'm not mistaken. So, but just to show you guys, they can hold them, but over time the hands do happen to warp. But yeah, the Locust works a little bit better in my opinion than the regular figurines do. So than the Marcus and Gus and probably the regular human figurines. So that's it. You do get it where they turn their head all the way around, up and down and stuff, as you can see. And they got this big massive hunch over, which works, but they're not that thick. In the game, they're thicker than them, and they're a little bit smaller, but they do have a little height difference, so that works better for the mold. And the legs get back a little bit further, but you can see the difference in legs to the shin and the feet. So whatever on that and stuff. And they do go all around. I'm sorry, they can turn. It does get stiff a little bit in the back, but naturally that's like you would have that anyway because of your spinal cord connected to the lower part of your body. Anyways, whatever. That's pretty much about it about the little figurines. Let's go and hop into the pros and cons, and believe me, there are some pros and cons. We're going to get into the regular human figurine side. Marcus and Cole. Okay? Yeah, them. Pros about it, there are none. Cons is I don't like these figures. They don't really work at all. I mean, they got these little portholes. They come apart very easily, as you can see. And the only thing good about it is probably the head sculpt that you can use to put on other figurines. Hint, hint. Just for size comparison for Mega Bloks, I have there. Put them up. See the size comparisons there, which works. And here we go. We have a C3 construction. I think it would have been done better if they were that size. I think it would have worked better for me. Definitely, I really wish they would have, but that's enough about that. And they just, they seemed like it was somebody failed experiment, and they said, you know what, just put it with them anyway. We were more concerned about the vehicles. That's how it feels to me. The Locust works much better. Their arms actually bend. That came off, but their arm actually bend, and you got a little bit bend back. The head goes all the way around. Their body twists like how they technically supposed to be. You can switch all the way around, but it does stop. They're a little lengthy in their legs, but again, that works and stuff. But honestly, hands down, I do not too much care for these figures. Love the set, love this in the background. That's what it's about. But the figurines themselves, there's nothing good I can say about them. I'm sorry. It's not like I'm having a bad day. I just don't like them. I just don't. Unsavagery for them. So, I mean, that's pretty much it about that. So, drop to the side and whatever the deal may be. And that's pretty much about it. That's all I gotta say about that. I mean, again, I love the set itself. It's cool and everything, but they're more best to be sitting on the wall or sitting on somebody's shelf. But you know me, I have to do the stop motion. And if you're not working right with me with the stop motion, then you're not working right at all. That's pretty much about it. Let's go to you, Cole. All right, we're just going to drop it, put you around. Anyway, screeners, without further ado, you know you have more to view, so let's see what these things can do.
Yes, oh yeah, Centaur.
Okay, screeners, thank you for the watch. Always look for the separate stop motion vid with a little bit of extra, a little bit different, or pretty much the same. But I'm going to work on doing the separate extra thing and stuff because actually I really like it. Expanding my little horizons a little bit. But, screeners, always remember, do what you do as long as you do it well. JRO Network, and I'm out. Later.